Good morning. I'm here at the Five Points intersection in Botany Hills, which is a neighborhood of Covington, Kentucky. We've got the fire department right there. We've got Yeti's Corner here, the new playhouse, and a bunch of residential. Pretty unique intersection here in Covington. And we're gonna head to the Riverfront Commons Trail, which is right this way. So behind me is the way to Ludlow and Bromley. So the Riverfront Commons Trail is a real nice connection to Botany Hills and West Covington and beyond, even though it doesn't actually start till down the hill here. And there's a sidewalk here that's mostly clear. It snowed a couple inches last night. It's about 32 degrees here right now. Seems like it's mostly melted. They did a real nice job of plowing, salting last night. So there's a residential tower right there to my left. And we're going to have to take this sidewalk down to the start of the trail. This is Route 8. And it would be really nice if the state were to just expand this sidewalk a few feet. You can see they built a curb extension here to try to slow down drivers and keep them from going off of the road, which has happened quite a few times. All right, so this is the beginning here of the trail. And they redid this to try to bring people back down off the curb there a little bit. Makes it a little awkward for people on bikes, but it's not too bad. So you can see to my right, I've got this really nice concrete cast in place wall. It's full of steel, very secure. And to my left, we have a nice black aluminum fence. And you can see the Ohio River in Cincinnati. If you've never been to this area, the Ohio River is the dividing line between Kentucky and Ohio, but it really feels like one contiguous urban area. There's some tax differences, but really people go back and forth between the two states, like it's just part of living here, and there's really, other than the barrier of the river, there's no real other barriers. So you can see the roads, you can see the road over the wall. It's very clean. Obviously the trail's not been plowed or salted, but people are still using it. Looks like I'm the first bike on it this morning, but you can see there's quite a few footprints. All right, so this is coming up to the area where KYTC is planning to close the trail for at least 5 years. And the detour, we won't go on it, but we'll take a little peek out here. We'll go down this side of the flood wall, right by the hotel down there, and continue on through some parking lots, and then back on the road. They're proposing a barrier on this part, but on the other parts it's a little bit open-ended as to what they're planning to do. So not nearly as nice as what you're going to see this morning over here on the trail. So now I'm on the north side of the flood wall. It makes a really nice secure barrier as well too. Oh, looks like someone did ride their bike this morning or overnight. on this part of the trail. So up ahead, you can see the Brent Spence Bridge. They're planning to build the companion bridge just on this side of the Brent Spence. The Brent Spence will remain. The Brent Spence is the roadway is about 40 feet wide. The new bridge will be more than triple that. So it's going to be a significant change here. You can see the concrete piers in the river. They're planning to put more concrete in the river, actually build a jetty or a causeway out in the river to build it. Good morning. This part of the trail will most likely be torn up due to heavy construction trucks and material brought through here. They are promising to, or they are saying that they will restore it sometime after 2030. You can see it's pretty calm and peaceful here. The river's actually pretty high right now. There's a nice kind of tree area with almost like a beach down there. There are places actually right under the Brent Spence Bridge where people that paddle will bring their kayaks and put them in. It's a safe place to put them in, not steep at all. This is now Scribble Park. You can see all the artwork. This area will be closed as well during the construction of the highway. They're planning to stage materials here, and they're also planning to use the concrete that's already out in the water to basically build their causeway down. And they haven't released any drawings of what that'll look like, but it's a pretty good distance down past the bridge, so looks like it's going to be pretty monumental. This part of the trail is proposed to be closed as well, which is pretty much the remainder of the trail in Covington up to what there was called Madison Landing. Morning. You can see the apartments there up ahead. So a lot of users come out and use the trail from that apartment building and walk their dogs, run, bike ride. So it's going to be a real loss of an amenity for them, and there's really not much on the other side. It's more concrete and less open grassy areas. The trail diverges down there at the bottom, although it frequently floods, so it's not a super useful, and it basically just connects back in here as well. You can see there's a lot of driftwood that's come up because the river's actually been a little bit higher in the last week, and it's receded a little bit. This area doesn't get any sun, and it's always more icy than others. But this will be the end of the closing right here. So you can see this is Madison Avenue. That will be open, and there's a little bit of the trail beyond, but you see the nice view of downtown Cincinnati here. So basically the trail goes to the Roebling Bridge there, and then that's it. So this will be kept open, this amphitheater here, which is very flooded and very muddy, and lots of debris would be open as well. So that's a little tour of the Riverfront Commons Trail and the proposed closing from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.